It's Madden NFL 24 on EA Sports. Up next, we'll see Joe Mixon.
EA Sports coverage of the first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final 2 bring us as we're off in Week 9? So here are the Broncos now for their opening drive. They're led by their quarterback from the University of Alabama, Mac Jones.
And you've got to think that they've got to be feeling pretty fresh. You know, coming off of the open week, didn't have to play, right? Gives them a chance to rest up a little bit, heal some of those aches and pains, and excited about playing again. That really rekindles things a little bit. I want to see how they come out and establish themselves here early.
And that bye week coming right where they want it, in the middle of the schedule. They'll take that, 14 yards on play number 1. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
The linebacker, Jeremiah Owusu-Koramoah, on the tackle. Well, this defense for the Colts, they were excellent a week ago in that victory over Indianapolis.
Yeah, what stood out to me on tape, the way they were flying to the football. So that tells me that they've got all their assignments down, and they're playing with extreme confidence.
There's a short throw. It's caught by Kmet. A 5-yard pass on the heels of a 5-yard run. Good enough for the first.
And he's the epitome of what we call the move tight end, a guy that you can line up anywhere, in the slot, out wide, in tight, doesn't really matter because he has such great skills. You want to utilize him in all aspects of your passing offense.
And there he was in the slot for the catch. 1st and 10, Taylor now. And some strong running. It's a foot race. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. 48 yards rushing for him already. A terrific opening drive on the ground, and it's a first down. They finally caught up to him there at the end of the play, but great inside handoff, and what a powerful run.
The first few yards seemed relatively easy. Then it got tougher, right? And that's where he showed that he was not going to go down easily. He was not going to be denied until he got everything he could out of that run.
A gain of 8 there on the play, and they'll be left with 2nd and a couple. Running straight ahead, Taylor. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. Jonathan Taylor with his 6th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Broncos put the Knights' first points on the board as they take the early lead. Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. So that drive, 6 plays, 75 yards. And it was capped off by a Jonathan Taylor touchdown. On the return, this is Turpin. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. So the Colts now coming out for their opening drive. And a glance here at their quarterback, standing 6'3".
And there's a word that constantly gets thrown around with this guy when you talk to anyone in the building. Potential. They are sky high on what they believe he can grow into in the role of a starting quarterback. In addition, there are plenty around the league who think that as well. And years from now, he can still be leading this offense out.
And they'll begin here with a run by Brown. They'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
If you're in the offensive huddle, you're smiling after that play because you've certainly got them guessing now. Second and short, could they just hand it off for another big gain? Or did they take advantage of this spot to take a big shot downfield?
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. They keep it on the ground. Again, it's Brown. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A gain of 11 that time, and a Colts first down. This is Brown going up the middle. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. The Colts at 5-3 now on the year. And they were winners their last time out, so they'll be looking to make it 2 in a row.
And so much about football, partner, comes down to mindset. Being in the right frame of mind, and the best way to get in that good frame of mind, winning. So they come in feeling good. They get the home crowd behind them. I think they're going to be tough to beat in this one.
And a good run here as he'll rumble all the way down to the 40-yard line. Now it looks like we've got a Bronco that's banged up on the play. So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory, right at the 40. And the slot man goes in motion left. First and 10, it's Stroud. Short pass taken in by Schoonmaker. 2 yards on the pickup there, and it's 2nd down.
Got to give credit where it's due. Really nice defense on that play. The pitch and catch was successful, but not any run after it.
Stroud looking to change the play. Here's 2nd and 8. Throw is caught by Schoonmaker. Play number 7 coming on this drive. It's 3rd and inches. Now they'll change things around before the snap. Now here's Stroud on 3rd down. And this pass broken up. And the contact well timed there. And now 4th down.
Not a great start dropping his first target, but let's face it, it won't be his last chance because he'll get opportunities to make up for that one throughout this game.
They'll run with Mixon. They only needed about 4 or 5 inches there. Relied on the big guys up front and got it done.
Yeah, this is the time to just go ahead and hit it straight ahead. No juking, right? No movement in the backfield. Take the ball and go. As I heard a coach tell a player a long time ago, save your dancing for the club, son. Just get up into that line of scrimmage.
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Second quarter now from Indianapolis with the homestanding Colts in possession as they get set to start their drive with a 1st and 10. An inside give, Brown, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
Yeah, another negative play in an early down situation. This one to start the drive. You're putting a lot of pressure on your quarterback to bail you out when you're in 2nd and long yardage.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. The 2nd down throw now from Stroud. And this one is incomplete. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. Stroud here on 3rd and long. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
The guy throwing the football is always good, but when you can couple that with contact on him that leads to an incompletion, as we just saw there, that's winning football.
Sly able to put this one through.
When he ordered the field goal, please salvage something out of this drive. That was not fun to watch.
And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25. Here comes Jonathan Taylor and his teammates. And it may just be the second quarter, but he's in his zone, well on his way to eclipsing that 100-yard mark.
And when a back has a game, as we're witnessing right now, his name's going to be in the books, but it's really a collective deal, isn't it? Because that means he's getting plenty of blocking, a lot of help from his teammates, but he's making the most of it.
Yeah, he's made the most of it to this point. Quentin Williams, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. Throwing Jones. Under pressure, they got him again. Brought down by multiple defenders, and it's a loss of 12.
So, Brandon, we sat in with a lot of coaches, and when they talk about things they want to accomplish offensively, I'm not sure that sack and sack are on their play sheet.
Now on 3rd and forever, he'll look to throw. And that one goes incomplete on the drive. That's what he definitely normally catches. 4th down. Here's J.K. Scott now. And no room for error here as his first punt comes from deep in his own end zone. And he's able to get it out of there. This is a pretty good kick. And take it right on the 30. And when it's said and done, it's a 58-yard punt. And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10. And now Indianapolis set to take the field. Sitting in first place in the division. They've got an open date on the calendar coming up next week. So, Charles, you and I were talking about this before the game. This one for them kind of has some extra importance.
It certainly does, because if they can get the win here and pad their lead a bit or at least keep pace, then they can really kick their feet up and say a job well done at this point and not have to worry about ball at all until they're back in their facility, back in their meeting room, getting ready for the next game.
A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Well, congratulations to them. They come through defensively with another stop. And let's face it, this secondary, they've gone unchallenged so far in the first half.
On 2nd down, here's Mixon. And down he goes at the 45 after a pickup of 9. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him, so when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
Weaving through traffic, and now he's free. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Chase Brown, his 6th touchdown of the season, and the Colts have taken the lead. Extra point by Sly is out. Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback. Here comes Jonathan Taylor and his teammates. And I'm wondering if maybe they don't go away from him on this drive a little bit. He's been great, but they haven't scored a lot of points.
I think they still have to show him as a threat, make sure he touches it a few times, but as you pointed out, use him as a decoy a little bit and get the ball in the hands of some other people in order to put more points on the board. But he's done a really nice job of establishing them with his running.
Yeah, he's established himself well. Now can they put more points up? The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Now Jones. Got a man open. That's Devontae Parker complete. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. His first catch, good for 14 there and a first down. Back to throw. Jones. A full left side taken in by Kmet. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. Just need a yard here. 2nd and 1. Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining. We remind you in just a couple of minutes we'll get you to Orlando and our good friend Jonathan Coachman. Coach will run through some of the numbers and the next-gen stats from this first half of football so far. Jones throw taken in by Adams. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another first down at the Colts' 27-yard line. 23 yards the pickup there.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break it out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
2nd and 10.
It's always tough trying to keep your guy upright when he's trying to throw the football. When you're dealing with those big, bad guys on the defensive front, it's even tougher. And this time, those guys on the opposite side were in the battle, getting to the quarterback and knocking him into an incompletion.
11 yards there as they connect on the quick slant. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Back to throw again. Over the middle, and it's incomplete.
I'm really liking what I'm seeing from this defense because their coverage has been playing at a shutdown level so far. Even backed up late, they're forcing incompletions and fighting to keep them at the end zone as the first half winds down.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Jones. They'll set up the screen to Taylor. And after the broken tackle, couldn't get free for much space. Taken down right at the 10. Now a stoppage, and looks like we have a Colt who was shaken up on that last play. This will be play number 9 of the drive here as they need 4 yards on 3rd down. Again, he'll drop to throw. And that one goes incomplete on the drop. That's what he definitely normally catches. 4th down. Now Ka'imi Fairbairn for the field goal try. From the left half, should be a fairly easy one here. Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. The fake field goal catches everyone by surprise. And the Broncos will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half. Fairbairn now to add the extra point. And that makes it 14-10. A 10-play drive that time. And it culminates in a touchdown by the Broncos. Kevontae Turpin now from his end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. And the Colts about to go on offense one final time in this first half. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
Now they'll throw it with Stroud here, 1st and 10. That's to Schoonmaker, the tight end. Now the Colts going to burn the second of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. On 1st and 10, here's Brown. And a pretty good burst there as he gets us across midfield and down to the 46. Now the Colts will use their 3rd and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. 46-yard line. Stroud now on 1st and 10. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
The good signal callers will never go back in the huddle and play the blame game because they need those guys to protect him. But on that last one, his offensive line, they lost their leverage very quickly, and that's why they were able to get to him and hit him as he tried to throw the football and force an incompletion.
2nd and 10. Stroud to throw yet again here. And that's incomplete. Clock stops with 10 seconds left.
Well, that one fell incomplete after being tipped in the air. But I have to tell you, I had a bad flashback of going to head to the stadium stairs in practice. Because what we were always taught, any ball like that, if it's not spiked towards the ground and you actually tip it up, then that's an error on your part. Because now you've given hope to the offense.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Cam Smith. And they can't bring him down. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Bronco defense has a touchdown. On for the PAT, Ka'imi Fairbairn. It's good, and it's 21-10. So we have reached halftime. Past the halfway point of the season and now past the halfway point of this game. We skip halftime and get right back to the action. Set to begin the third quarter. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped it to 23. And the Colts going to take over on offense to begin this third quarter. By no means certainly are they out of this contest. Two-score game start of the third quarter, but you feel like if they don't get points and then they give up points, then it can become a slippery slope. This feels like an important possession.
Yeah, that slope becomes even more slick if you come away empty-handed on this drive, because then you give them a chance to extend their lead. You need some kind of points here, even if it's just a field goal. It's what I call one of those calming drives. Try and slow things down a little bit.
Now a 2nd and 6. They keep it on the ground. This time it's Nixon. He'll get a yard. That's all as they get him down at the 28.
Well, that's not a run that's going to make any of the highlight tapes, but they've been moving it well all game on the ground. This is another one that keeps them moving forward.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Back to throw. Here's Stroud. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Well, if they have any designs of getting back into this football game in the second half, they're going to need to be much sharper offensively than they were on this opening possession. Not much happening here, and it'll lead to a fourth down.
He was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. And they won't get a chance to bring this one back. It goes out of bounds back near their own 20. So now a look at the Broncos as they head back out there for their first possession of the second half. A carry by Taylor to start the drive. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
What a way to start a drive. An excellent run, a tone setter, and now if you want to take a shot on second down and go play action and make it look like the same exact play and throw it over the top, you can do so because you've established the run in a big way.
And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. 2 yards on the pickup, and that's all they needed to move the sticks.
First down, Broncos.
They run once more with Taylor. There he goes, left side. Now he's loose down the left sideline. Jonathan Taylor, and all the way home for a Bronco score. Jonathan Taylor, his second touchdown of the night. And the Broncos are able to extend their lead. Fairbairn good with the extra point. And the lead is up to 18 now. Scoring summary, 3-play drive. And it was capped off by a Jonathan Taylor touchdown. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. The Colts getting another possession here on offense. Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there. Was a quick 3-and-out, then they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
They defer to Brown to start the drive. He'll rumble for about 6 up across the 20 to the 22. They're going to hurry back to the line now.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4 at the 22-yard line.
Another run for Brown on 2nd down. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up.
Well, these guys are going to chop into that deficit. They're going to have to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
Stroud on 3rd down now. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45.
It's a gain of 27 yards. That's good for the Colts. 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Stroud to the air on 1st and 10. That is caught. Schoonmaker. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line.
19 more yards. That's another Colts 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 34-yard line.
On 1st down, here's Stroud. Wide open receiver complete. Touchdown. Luke Schoonmaker. 34 yards. And the Colts get a bit closer. Extra point by Sly is up and good. And the lead is down to 11 at 28-17. Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25. Here comes Jonathan Taylor and his teammates. He is hoping to find the end zone for a 3rd time, and we sit now in the 3rd quarter.
And nothing would excite him more, but I think even more so, his offensive line. Anytime you've got a guy scoring that many times, that means you've done a really nice job in front of him.
You're always giving props to the big fellas up front.
It's always a good idea. Those are some massive men.
And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. Now it looks like we've got a Bronco that's banged up on the play. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. A give for Taylor running right side. Fights through it. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 156 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night. Back to Taylor on 1st down. He's able to force his way through one man, but he can muster only about a yard on the play. 2nd down.
Well, partner, I don't think it's any secret that any running back wants to be able to see a hole open so that he can gallop through it. But in this case, he had to slow down. There was really no hole there, and he took a big hit in order to get that 1 yard.
Rush coming, and he's taken down. Will McDonald in there to get him. It's a loss of 5.
Well, partner, I would say just avoid play action, but that's not just been the problem. This defense, they've been getting pressure on all types of pass plays and really piling up the sacks in this contest.
Now, meanwhile, a final play here is incomplete, and it's going to take us to the end of the 3rd quarter of play. 1 quarter remains here as we wrap up the week on a Monday night. We'll return with more after this. Back now in Indianapolis. As we've got the final quarter upon us, we get ready to start the 4th. On is the punter Scott here as he gets this one away. And this is going to carry well into the end zone for a touchback. Indianapolis offense ready to go again. Well, still a long way to go, but trending upward. They scored the last time out, you remember. Then their defense forced the punt. Now they try to inch closer, but still ultimately down 2 scores in the final quarter. Now this will leave them a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
29-yard line. It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and a yard.
Another run for Brown on second down. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Right back to Brown. And good vision there as he's across midfield and down to the 45-yard line. And quickly they get to the line.
That's another Colts first down.
Stroud, he's going to audible to something else.
45-yard line.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Well, you know me, whether you need it or not, I'm going to give a little unsolicited advice. Just throw it downfield out of the pocket, only if you're absolutely sure. Otherwise, use your running ability and try and get those yards a safer way.
Now it's 2nd and 10. On second down, it's Stroud. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete.
When you see passes knocked down by those guys I call the frustrated fullbacks, the linebackers, you know that in their zone coverage, they were able to drop, see the ball thrown, and react to it very quickly.
Stroud working out of the gun. He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Brandon Jones picking it off. And the Broncos will take over here just shy of the 30. If they had designs of kind of wiggling their way back into this one, that hurts their chances right there.
They had to put it mildly. Look at the lead, look at the deficit, trying to make a play downfield. Everyone seeking to be somewhat the hero. Didn't turn out that way at all, and you're exactly right. It's going to take a lot for them to have a chance to win this one now.
The throw here caught by Devontae Parker.
To number 1, Devontae Parker. A gain of 5 brings up second and 5 at the 33-yard line.
They'll run the toss here with Taylor. And for one of the first times all night, he is going to go nowhere as they bury him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up third down. Finally, defensively, they have a little clip to show positive for actually stopping him running the football.
It's been a really long night for them, hasn't it? So they got a little bit of a win there, but let's face it, the vision that he's had running the football has carried his feet to the open spaces and to big yardage all night long.
That one going for a gain of 11 and a Bronco first down. And looking to put this game on ice in the fourth quarter, but still not afraid to throw it as they show there.
You want to play the game with confidence, and they have a guy who's in control right now. Their trigger guy throwing it, they feel just as confident with him doing that as they would if they tried to run the ball and run the clock out.
The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. Second down, another run with Taylor. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. 166 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's gone on. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Bronco football as we get your reset here. And you'd have to figure they're just looking to burn these final 2 minutes away and get out of here with a victory. 5 points of contact necessary at this stage as they'll run on first down. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. Here's a 2nd and 5.
At the 41-yard line.
They go to the ground again with Taylor. That one a first down pickup of 8.
Brandon, sometimes it just comes down to the power of suggestion, because I know exactly what they said all week long. We're coming off the open week. We'll have the fresher legs in the fourth quarter, and they will wilt when we get to that point. And right now, it appears that they're thinking that exact thing.
Yeah, offensively, they had the bye last week. Defensively, and nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. And he's going to have the Broncos first, and that should be the capper. Denver has a first down on the 15-yard play.
First down, Denver.
The D can only stop it one more time as they take the knee. So this one will wind up a Denver victory. And we talk so much about the turnover battle, determining who wins, who loses. This game, no exception. Air-free football, no turnovers at all, and they win it.
So this is one you don't have to convince your team that what you're saying is accurate. And you know what I'm talking about. Head coach always stands up in front of the team and says, guys, if we do this, this, and this, we'll win. And usually they say if we win the turnover battle, we'll win. Well,